What's up, guys, and welcome to my review for the New Mutants. This is the biggest new release that we've had probably since, I don't know, Onward, maybe, months ago. So, we finally have a big new movie, even bigger than last week's release, Unhinged, which was basically the first big movie to come back into theaters. And now we have The New Mutants, directed by Josh Boone. This movie went through so many rewrites and reshoots and just delay after delay after delay. And look, we finally have this movie. Now that Disney owns this, they are like, okay, let's get this out. Even if not all theaters are open, we're not going to wait. This movie waited too long. We're going to get it out. So I was able to see it last night. And the story of the New Mutants is 5 new mutants just discovering their powers are basically in this facility, this hospital that they call it. And they have to go through this process to where once they are able to harness their powers and control their powers, they'll be able to leave, or so they think. That's basically what I'll say without really spoiling anything. If you are really interested in seeing this movie, I don't want to give anything away. But look, was I excited to see this movie? Yeah, I would say that I was looking forward to it, especially the last trailer or so. I thought was kind of really fun and interesting, and I saw this trailer so many times throughout the months and the years, I should say, that I was like, I just want to see this movie. You know, the time has come. I want to see it. Let's just get this over with. And look, do I think this is a good movie? No. No, I do not. I think this is a really, 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 really bad movie. This movie almost fails on every level for me. The only level that it really doesn't fail on is acting, performances. The acting in the movie is good. You got Maisie Williams, you got Anya Taylor-Joy, you got Charlie Heaton, Blue Hunt, and they're all doing a serviceable job with what they're given and the script that they're given. Anya Taylor-Joy's character, at first, you really don't like her at all, and you have no reason to care about her at all. She is saying things that are really, really offensive, and things that I just, quite frankly, think if you took out of the screenplay wouldn't change anything. So it could be a little offensive at times, specifically from her character, in the beginning anyway. She's kind of toned down later on through the film. But look, I think Maisie Williams is the best part of this movie. She's probably the most likable character with her performance and this accent that she's doing. I don't know if that's her real accent or not. I don't really know much about the actress other than she's in Game of Thrones, but she's good in this movie. She is really good in this movie. You have Blue Hunt as the lead character, Danny, and look, she's okay, but some of her lines come across very flat. There's this scene towards the start of the third act of the movie where all the 5 characters are kind of huddled in a room and they're making a plan on what to do next, and she kind of takes charge of that conversation, and just some of her line delivery in that conversation is just it just completely falls flat, and it feels like she's reading off of a paper. You have Alice Braga in this movie. She plays Dr. Reyes. She's the only person in this facility or hospital or whatever you want to call it that these New Mutants are at. She's the only one there. There's no staff. There's nothing. So I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know why there's no more staff in this place. She is, like I said, called Dr. Reyes, but she really has so much authority over these New Mutants. I mean, if you've seen the trailers, there's a big sort of cage around the place so they can't escape. If they tried to, they can't escape. But I'm thinking, you know, stuff that happens later in the film and stuff that characters sort of plan to do later in the film. I'm thinking, you know, why not just do it now, do it all this stuff in the beginning of the movie, and I guess we wouldn't have a movie then. And that just leads to this being very long, drawn out, boring in some cases. I think this is a moderately entertaining movie. It has its moments. Some of the editing is weird. The CGI is terrible. Some visuals in this movie reminded me of like the ending of Suicide Squad, and that's not a good thing. It looked really bad, like really bad. And when you actually discover what's kind of going on and they kind of reveal things to you, I thought it was laughable. And some of the things they say is really friggin' laughable. And it looks so, fake that you can't invest yourself into it. I was so checked out and clocked out of this movie. I didn't care about any of the characters other than them being slightly likable. All you really find out is how they ended up in this facility. That's really it. That's all you find out about any of them. You don't really get to know these people, and it's only an hour and a half movie, so I guess a lot has been cut or whatever the case may be. And also, before I go, they try to categorize this as a horror film. Let's see what IMDb has this movie listed as. They have it listed as a action horror sci-fi. Well, I definitely wouldn't consider it an action movie because in the first hour of this film, nothing happens. Definitely wouldn't consider it a horror movie because I didn't think that they really tried to do many scary things. Maybe a couple creepy images, but does that categorize it as a horror film? I don't think so. And even some of the images were like so fake looking and CG that I just thought it was laughable and not scary at all. Sci-fi, I guess, sure, why not? But look, this movie, as I said, it fails on every level except the acting. I didn't think the movie looked visually appealing. I just couldn't care less. And this is from the director of The Fault in Our Stars, which is a really good movie. So what the hell happened here? Josh Boone co-wrote the script with Nate Lee. And let's see, Nate Lee wrote movies like Kidnap, and that's it. So this is basically, Cardboard Boxer. I don't know what that is. But I guess this is her third script from a feature film, for a feature film. Or is this a guy? Is Nate Lee a man? Maybe it's a man. I don't know. No clue. But yeah, The New Mutants, I am literally shocked that I'm giving it this low of a rating, but 0.5 out of 5 stars for me. This movie did absolutely nothing for me whatsoever. And I literally, 10 minutes before it ended, I got out of my seat and I walked into the little hallway in the auditorium that you walk up and then you turn and you go up the stairs to your seat. I just stood there and watched the end of the movie. I just couldn't stand it anymore. When it ended, I had to get out of there. And I have a friend that works at the theater, and he's like, there's no cut scene at the end, there's no credit scene. And I was like, listen, man, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I could care less. And yeah, and he was kind of looking forward to seeing the movie, so I hope I didn't tamper with his excitement for it. And I'm hoping I'm not tampering with your excitement for it. Look, if you want to see it, you might get something out of this movie that I didn't. But there's shoehorned romance into this that doesn't work. There's just really bad dialogue. It's just a bad movie, and it's a movie that, like, look, if you guys have been watching this channel and you've seen my review for Sonic the Hedgehog, you know I hated that movie. The New Mutants is worse than Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is like the Godfather compared to the New Mutants. So, yeah, this is one of the worst movies of the year. And, yeah, that's it. So, guys, comment your thoughts in the comments. Do you plan on seeing this abomination of a film? Or do you not plan on it? Or maybe, hey, maybe you are looking forward to seeing it, and if you did see it and you did like it, go ahead, leave a comment. I'm not going to judge. Movies are subjective. I just did not, happen to like this one. So yeah, guys, you can subscribe to this channel if you're new here, and if you've never had a Snickers bar dipped in vanilla ice cream, I recommend you do it. It's a fun time. But yeah, guys, you can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video, and you can also follow me on Instagram at KingOfRises131. And guys, that's been it. Thank you very much for watching my review for the New Mutants. And until next time, over and out.